All right, listen up, gentlemen. The 3 email sequence is dead. All right, it's dead. It's eradicated. It's not coming back. We don't want it. So here's how to create a professional Loom video that will build authority and make you the expert, so that you can start getting high-paying copy clients. All right, gentlemen, let's get right into it. So look, in this video, we're going to be going over how to offer a Loom video so that they genuinely want it, how to create an effective video that makes them want to work with you, the key to piquing their interest and piquing their curiosity and making them ask for more, and a template that you can steal to make your own. Okay, guys, this one's going to be a banger. If you liked my last video, then you're definitely going to love this one. Okay, so look, now I'm giving away all this crazy types of value. Okay, and I only have one small ask. Now, I'm not going to be like some crazy big YouTuber who's going to read off this laundry list of like this video and comment on it and subscribe and follow me on MySpace and YouTube and Twitter and blah, 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 blah. None of that. Okay, I don't really care about all that. I'm not running a personal brand right here. My only one want is to help people get copywriting clients. So, look, as you can see, my last video got a lot of love, right? And a couple of these guys here, you can actually see, genuinely want to pay me money. Now, I don't just say that because I'm a pompous asshole, okay? I'm just saying that there's 2 points I'm trying to make. One is that if you provide so much value to somebody, they will genuinely want to give you money without you even having to ask. So keep that in mind when you're actually reaching out to potential clients. And two, the second point that I wanted to make is that nobody is paying me any money, okay? I don't want your money. The only thing that I want is, for one, if this video helped you at all, to let me know. And two, I want you to go out there. I want you to go out there and I want you to make some money and get some goddamn clients, okay? That's what I want. So just do those 2 things and I will be very happy. So starting off with the offer. So you want to come off as if you're giving a helping hand. So if you watch or read pretty much any interview with a CEO or any business guy, they'll always tell you, oh, you should always give before you receive. And that's basically a big part of this as well. You want to come off as if you're giving a helping hand. You want to speak to their specific problem that they have. So you don't want to come off as super vague as like, hey, I noticed this thing with your email marketing and I thought that we could fix it. That's super vague and they won't really know what you're talking about. And it's not really that intriguing. You want to come up with a UM. Now, UM, you should know, is a unique mechanism. All right. We want to build intrigue and we want to build authority. So if you'll kind of notice a reoccurring pattern here, you know, we want to speak to a specific problem that they have. We want to come up with a actual unique mechanism. So these are things that you use in copy. And one thing that actually really made the whole outreach thing click for me is that when you're doing outreach, you have to understand that you're writing copy. Like, this is a copy first. So when you send them something like, you know, compliment, and then like, hey, I came up with this idea, I put it in a 3 email sequence, do you want it? That's terrible copy. It's not intriguing, and the CTA is lame. It falls flat on its face. So we're going to fix that by using our magical copy powers to make it so that they're actually intrigued and they basically want to do what we want them to do. Okay. So moving on, we get into the video. So what do you want to do in the video? You want to be super personal, all right? Speak to them specifically. Maybe even give them a compliment or make a joke or something about them. You want to leave large info gaps. So basically you want to tell them what to do, why it's so effective, but we don't want to give away exactly how to do it. This will lead to them actually asking more questions and continuing on the conversation, instead of them just getting the video, getting the value from it, and just being like, all right, thanks, bro, peace. Okay. We can also build authority. So we can talk about how many times this has worked for us in the past. That will build authority. And we can also talk about some of the specific clients that we worked with, which is called name dropping. This is a great way to build authority and actually be seen as the expert. We can show our personality and charm and our ability to articulate. Now, I get that a lot of people might not really be that good on video, because a lot of people in my last video said that, oh, I have a stutter, or I'm too young, or blah, 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 this and that. So the thing is, guys, is that it really doesn't have much to do with that. Even if you don't consider yourself good on video, like the thing is that even I was really terrible on video when I first started. But there's really a process that you have to go through before you get good on video. And once you get good on video, like it will always pay endeavors in your freelancing career. So, I mean, I could even show you guys and teach you guys how to do that. Obviously not in this video, but if you guys want me to make a separate video on it, I definitely could, because I definitely think that would be a valuable topic for people. Moving on, we can actually give them genuine value. So we can actually give them things that they can use and incorporate into their business, and it's genuine free value that they can use instead of your 3 email sequence, which they don't probably even really want. And we can end with a CTA that compels them to ask questions and, of course, keep the dialogue flowing. So moving on. So now I have the offer of an example of an offer. So, for example, it could go something like this. Hey, Name, I was on your landing page for whatever product, right? Make it specific to them. I noticed that there was something missing that could be costing you a small fortune. I've done some work with similar brands in the whatever their niche is, and I've come up with a 3-part system called the flip script and ship method. Without getting too much into it, basically it works by structuring the page in a way that triggers the reader's dopamine into making them impulsively buy now and ask questions later. I know it sounds kind of gimmicky, but if you're open to it, I could send you a quick message explaining how it works, and you can try it out for yourself. I hope this helps. So going through this paragraph by paragraph, I noticed that something was missing that could be costing you a small fortune, okay? Now this is just like, copy spice. A small fortune is obviously better than that could be costing you money. That's lame. That's low IQ. And, that's not what a copywriter would write. I've done some work for similar clients in your similar brands, I mean. Now, this is basically building authority. I've come up with a 3-part system called the flip script and ship method. This is obviously the unique mechanism. And then the next line, without getting too much into it, basically it works by blah, 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 blah. That is teasing the unique mechanism, right? Making them want to know exactly how it works, because they've never heard of the flip script and ship method because I made it up like 5 minutes ago. So they're going to, think like this is something new. And I want to kind of see if this works, or I want to at least know what it is, so I can know like if I've used it before, or if it's actually something that can increase my conversions. I know it sounds kind of gimmicky. Now, I actually came up with something that sounded kind of gimmicky, but it doesn't have to sound gimmicky. It can sound like anything. You can say like, oh, it sounds kind of underwhelming. It sounds kind of this. It sounds kind of that. Make it personal to whatever your unique mechanism is. But if you're open to it, I could send you a quick message explaining how it works. And you can try it out for yourself. Right? Hope this helps. And then moving on, after they say yes, we could say something else like, so I was going to send you an email with the steps in it, but everyone knows videos are better than a wall of text. So I went ahead and recorded a quick 3-minute video tailored to you on how you can implement this system. On average, it's been able to increase conversions on every sales page I've tried it on, which resulted in a few $1,000s more in sales every month. I would love to know if this will work on your business and have the same effect. Here it is. You give them a link. If you have any questions, of course, feel free to shoot me a quick message. So going through it paragraph by paragraph. So I was going to send you, so we basically give them a reason of why we sent them a video instead of an email that actually makes a lot of sense. Who wants to read a wall of text about, how you can actually do it. So I went ahead and recorded a quick 3-minute video tailored to you, how you can implement the system. On average. Okay, so then on average, right, this is also just the building authority. And, as you can see, like there's a lot of elements of NESB. Now, I don't necessarily live and die by NESB like a lot of the guys in, the course do. But this is obviously like safe. I've used it in every single business I've worked with before, and it's gotten really good results. I would love to know if this would have the same effect on your business. So basically it's a way of saying this will increase your conversion rates without being overtly like, this is really going to increase your conversion rates, because there's a fine line between, this could increase your conversion rates and this will create or increase your conversion rates, because you don't really know if it will. And a lot of people like to come off as like, they're sure that it will, and like the cocky angle. But I like to take it back a notch. You can also do that if you want, but that's not necessarily my thing of what's worked for me. Here's the link. If you have any questions, of course, feel free to send me a quick message, okay? Moving on, we actually have the most important part, of course, the actual video script. So in the video, it could look something like this. Hey, name, congratulations on the blue check mark you just got on Instagram. It's about time they put some respect on your name. But I didn't send this email just to flatter you. I actually wanted to go ahead and show you the system I came up with that will increase your conversion rates. Now, this is something I really wish I knew earlier, so I figured I would reach out and share it with you. So how it works is that it starts with a highly relatable copy that either challenges their current held beliefs or strongly relates to a problem that they have, inferring that your product is the solution. The second part that's going to make them buy now and ask questions later is coming up with a juicy, out of this world guarantee. This makes it so that blah, 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 blah. So going through it paragraph by paragraph, congratulations on the blue check mark, blah, blah, blah. So that's basically a very personal compliment that you can obviously only give to them, because not everybody has just got their blue check mark. So that's actually one that I've used before, and it's personal to them and it will only work for them. So it makes them know that you're actually sending this video to them and for them, and not just like mass sending it to everybody. Now, I didn't send you this email just to flatter you. I wanted to show you this system that I came up with, which is basically giving the reason why they're watching the video right now. This is something I really wish that I knew earlier. So this is also just giving them the reason of like, why is this guy reaching out to me and go through all the trouble of actually making this video for me? And this kind of addresses that, like, I wish I knew this earlier. I wish someone would have, taken me aside and actually told me this so that I could write better sales pages or, anything like that. So how it works is that it, relatable copy. So if you noticed, like highly relatable copy that either challenges their currently held beliefs, that's literally just a DIC email. And it starts with D, that's the disrupt, challenging their current belief. Or it strongly relates to a problem that they have. That's basically the P, the problem section in PAS. So basically I'm just telling them how to write copy, but I did it in a way so where I included a unique mechanism so that they like kind of think that it's something else. They think that it's this gimmicky thing, but it's really just teaching them, or not teaching them, but like showing them how to write copy and how to get more conversions with your sales page. The second part that's going to make them buy now and whatever would be the juicy guarantee. So the juicy guarantee part, if you don't really know how to make a juicy guarantee or whatever, if you haven't already read Alex Hormozi's $100 million offers, his section on guarantees is amazing. And that's basically something that where it's like, they have no risk. So it's like it just increases actual conversions, and it might increase like people actually acting on the guarantee and giving the product back and asking for the money back. But it's like the actual reward far outweighs the risk in most cases. So that's why coming up with an incredible guarantee is always helpful. Moving on. At the end of the video for the CTA, we could add something like, look, without boring you to death with all the little details, that's the general idea of what it is and why it works. I've worked with a couple other businesses like Name Drop, and they got really good results with this and are still thanking me for showing it to them. Since I didn't really get too deep into it, you may have some questions like how to come up with the best hooks or what a juicy guarantee offer actually looks like. And by all means, if you have any questions, you can ask them. The quickest way for us to get this set up for you would probably be hopping on a quick call and chatting about how it will work. Seeing as this is something I've done plenty of times before, we could even come up with a deal where I implement the whole system for you. But if not, that's fine. You'll still leave with some good ideas. So let's break this down paragraph by paragraph here. So without boring you to death with all the little details, this is basically just giving a reason why you didn't really go in depth on how to do it, and it's really just telling them you're just expressing what it is and why it works, which is what I told you to do, which is why it's so effective. I've come up with a couple. I've worked with a couple other businesses, so the name drop, obviously really important. I've gotten really good results, so this makes it safe and this builds authority. I don't want to go too deep into it. You may have some questions. Okay, so this part is key because you are basically giving them questions to ask you. So after this video, the goal is to have them ask questions. And a lot of people don't like to ask questions because they might be afraid that it'll be a stupid question, right? And you're just some guy, so they have an ego, so they don't want to just ask you some stupid question. So you're basically giving them permission to ask these specific questions. And by all means, if you have any questions, ask them. So you're giving them a reason why getting on a call would actually be, the quickest way to actually get it set up for them. And you're also giving them, is this something I've done plenty of times before? This is basically you now showing your true colors, kind of. And you're basically showing them that, you could come up with a deal where you implement the whole system for you. Now, the reason I wrote it like that is because, if I didn't put the word deal in there, they might think that I'm trying to implement it for free just so I can see if it works. Which is, I don't want to just kind of surprise them on the call where it's surprise, I'm trying to sell you something, I want your money. I kind of just want to make it more subtle. So that's the way that you can kind of make it more smooth into them actually understanding that it would be like a deal type situation. But the last line is also key because it says, if not, you'll still leave with some good ideas. So it's basically a win-win. They can either decide to work with you, or even if they don't decide to work with you, they still have some good ideas that they can steal and implement into the business. So basically risk-free, win-win for them. So they have a lot of incentive to actually get on a call with you. Okay. So guys, now you know how to actually create a bomb Loom video. Okay. No more 3 email sequences. Obviously we doing, Loom videos now, or, basically lots of other things. These are a bunch of other videos that I had in mind that I could make. Let me know if you actually want to see any of them. And guys, that's it. Make sure that if this actually helps you, you let me know. And all I want you to do is go out there and make some money and get some clients. All right. Now I'll see you guys on the next one.